The concept of flow, initially described by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi in 1991, examines human happiness and how it can be attained. This concept has been applied to a range of different topics, such as the joy of work, play, creative expression, and learning. It has been proven that flow strengthens the learning process, and theories and research related to this concept are central to the LEGO education approach to learning. Flow is an individual state of mind in which a person is fully immersed in an activity. And research has found that perfect learning conditions are achieved when there is a balance between a person's skills and the challenges they meet without distractions. This state of mind is optimal for learning.
Because then it would never bump into that. Problem fixed.
If the student's skill level outweighs the challenge, they will be understimulated and become bored. If the challenge outweighs the student's skill level, they will be overstimulated and become anxious and avoidant. So we can see that perfect learning conditions are achieved when there is a balance between a student's skills and the challenges they meet. To get the most out of the learning situation, there are some things to take into account. There has to be a focus on a low entry level in the given task that will secure immediate success for everyone. Then the activity should be scalable to meet a higher complexity level, where every student can be challenged on their individual level. We call this low floor and high ceiling. To make this happen, the activity a student is engaged in will have to be facilitated in a way that pushes the student to the limit of their capabilities. This will require focus and engagement. It should be seen as an ongoing process of challenging, focused work, followed by a stage where the learning will condense and where the student can achieve and feel success. This is repeated and leads to readiness for further challenges, extending the limits of abilities and skills. To support the presence of flow, a number of factors that influence the degree to which people are able to reach a state of flow must be taken into account. Those factors can be summed up as follows. There must be set up clear goals for the given task that are attainable and align appropriately with the student's skill sets and abilities.
So it needs to have some other way of moving.
You need to have a clear framework where milestones on the way to completing a task are defined.
Okay, we know what we're doing then.
You must find the appropriate balance between skill level and challenge.
Yeah, you need a lot of motives for that, wouldn't you?
Direct and immediate feedback. Successes and failures during the course of the activity provide immediate feedback so adjustments can be made.
Because what you need, by the sounds of it, what you need is something that's got in the middle
A sense of personal control or autonomy over the situation or activity. No unnecessary disturbances. Don't interrupt students in flow. Wait to give feedback when it is needed. The activity is intrinsically rewarding.
To ensure students are in a good state of flow, we need to carefully plan activities that make sure everybody knows the learning objectives. To ensure a high level of ownership, we need to make sure we're planning open-ended challenges that everybody can engage with.
Okay, we have a robot.
This process needs good facilitation to make sure everyone stays in that state of flow and has energy for the task.
It is important to understand and embrace the concept of flow to get the most out of teaching and learning with LEGO education resources.